Hello, my name is Daniella Rufo, and I'm an accounting major here at Santa Clara University. For my thesis, I looked into if and how public accountants find purpose in their work. To begin, I knew that I wanted to explore this topic after interning with Ernst & Young last summer. At EY, interns are encouraged to earn digital badges, and one of the ones that I earned was called the My Purpose Badge. I know that purpose is a broad topic and can be almost daunting to talk about, but I wanted to invest time into how I define purpose since it's really important for me to find it in business and in life. I was then fortunate enough to take a course this year called Conscientious Capitalism. This course allowed me to dive further into personal development, and it put me in a better position to think about if my purpose aligns with public accounting. I also wanted to do this topic because I know the negative connotations associated with public accounting. For instance, there's an Instagram account called the Big Four Accountants, and they once asked followers to fill in the sentence, "My favorite thing about being an accountant is." However, they asked for wrong and sarcastic comments. So one person wrote the fulfillment that comes with the profession, and someone else wrote making a difference. So these responses really illustrate how public accountants often poke fun at how they do not find purpose in what they do. And since I'm pursuing this career after graduation, this conversation is really important to me, and I want to do my own research on it. Moving into what I did for this project, I interviewed 8 professionals who currently work or have worked at a Big Four firm. To show some demographics on who I interviewed, I spoke to 3 people from EY, 2 from PwC, 2 from KPMG, and then 1 from Deloitte. I made sure to talk with at least one person from each firm to account for different office cultures, experiences, and so on. To interview people in different positions, I spoke with 2 staff 1s, 1 staff 2, 3 senior managers, and 2 partners. It was beneficial to hear from people at different points in their career since the work itself does change at each level. For service lines, you can see that I primarily spoke to those in auditing since this is what I will be doing, but it was great to hear from at least one person who works in tax. In terms of office location, it was great to talk to people who work in all offices across the country, and then even someone in Europe, because this way I got to hear about the diverse work cultures at each spot. Now going into what I learned from this process, I will give a quick overview of the 5 main themes. First one being that most agreed that it is difficult to find purpose while being overworked, since this is a very demanding job that requires intense hours. It also seemed that it is most difficult to find purpose at the beginning in the lower level positions, considering this is when you're doing more of the mundane tasks, and it's hard to see how your work is actually impacting the world. However, most do find purpose in the constant learning environment, since this career allows you to learn a lot in a short period of time. And it's exciting to both learn from and teach your colleagues every day. And then everyone mentioned how much this career is really about the people you work with, and the team camaraderie aspect makes it all more meaningful to them. And lastly, everyone encouraged me to explore different opportunities at the firm and beyond, since public accounting is a great stepping stone into any career, and I should never feel stuck or not look at what else is out there. And then to summarize what I learned and want to take away from this project, I first learned how important it is to maintain a mindfulness practice while working to help with stress management and not getting burnt out too quickly. I want to bring a positive energy and attitude onto every team, and I know that this will not be possible if I do not take care of myself, mentally and physically. I also learned that everyone has such a different experience in public accounting, which makes it difficult to know how I will truly feel about this career before starting. So I definitely need to take some advice with a grain of salt and find out for myself what I like and dislike about the work. And lastly, it can be really easy to make a rash decision when emotions are involved and you are unhappy. But I learned great advice on how to take a step back and look at the bigger picture when I do start to think about leaving the firm. To conclude, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed this very brief summary of the work that I did this year and what I learned from it.